Lately, the term hidden gems has been getting some flack. Some people say the term is used too often, or it's misused, and sometimes even misleading. Other people say that it's driving up the cost of retro games. So let's have a discussion on this. On a recent video with Mike Tendo from Dongled, we took a look at 10 SNES hidden gems that were mostly affordable, so you could pick up a physical copy without spending too much money. I also did this for the NES a few months back. One commenter, Brian Cousins, gave his thoughts on the term hidden gems.
I say this with all due respect. I find that most video game commenters and/or analysts on the net confuse hidden gem with games that aren't as bad as you'd think, given the price, artwork, what have you. Darius Twin, for example, falls into the latter category. I think that any serious shoot-'em-up fan would agree that Darius Twin is underwhelming, boring really. It's not horrible, but it's certainly not a gem in the sense that you're really missing anything if you don't pick it up. I guess what I'm trying to say is that hidden gem is misleading and ill-defined.
I actually really value this kind of discussion and feedback. It's why I started a YouTube channel to begin with, to talk with other people about games and discuss different opinions. Though I do disagree with Brian on the term being misleading. He states that Darius Twin isn't really a hidden gem, but rather a game that's not as bad as you think. Now, I really believe the term gem to be subjective. What I think is a must-play isn't necessarily the same thing as what somebody else would think is a must-play. Darius Twin, to take his example, is a game that I really enjoyed. I love shmups and the things that are typically associated with them. Great graphics, great gameplay, great music, just the whole aesthetic. The problem is that I'm not very good at them, and Darius Twin is accessible enough to allow someone like me who loves shmups to play a game like this without having to put in all of the time and effort that it takes to become a pro. Some people state that games just aren't really hidden anymore. You can look up a list for whatever console you want to play a game on Wikipedia or any number of websites, pick out a name that sounds strange to you, look it up on YouTube, and you can kind of see what you're going to get. Well, I look at the word hidden like this. If the game doesn't come up regularly in YouTube content or article content or anything else on the internet, and if you don't actively talk about a game like that in conversation with other gamers, it's probably hidden. Not a whole lot of people talk or know about it. Do a search on Thunder and Lightning review on YouTube. You're not going to find a whole lot of good quality content there. And if you want to find Thunder and Lightning for the NES on YouTube, you got to dig a little bit deeper. I brought this game up on my NES Hidden Gems video, and I grew up with it, so it's not necessarily hidden to me. But so many people commented that they'd never heard of this game before and that they were going to check it out. So that kind of tells me that to them it was hidden. They didn't know about it, they didn't even know to look for it. My point is, the term hidden gems isn't really well defined, just like Brian brought up in his comment. I don't think it's misleading to use the term in the title of the video for the reasons I just stated, but I do agree with Brian. It's not a very well defined term. There is not an official YouTube glossary anywhere on the internet that gives us a solid definition of the term hidden gem. So what may be a hidden gem to me may not necessarily be a hidden gem to you. The last thing people seem to complain about with the term hidden gem is that it drives up the cost of retro games for the collecting market. Well, you know, I'm really not that big of a channel to have that kind of impact on a retro game market. I'm really not. Even if 4,000 people watch a video that I put out, James and Mike on Cinemassacre put out a video that 1 million people watch, and the price only gets bumped a couple bucks. You have to be a really big YouTuber or have a really big channel to have that kind of an impact on the retro gaming market, as far as I can tell. Even if I was that big, do I just not talk about Thunder and Lightning because I don't want to drive up the cost for retro collectors? Well, you know, it's affordable now and I want people to be able to buy a game like this, but I also want to be able to share it with people. So if the game goes up a couple bucks because I talk about it, well, at least those however many people that had to buy it to impact the price were able to get it for a good deal. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know what you think about the term hidden gems. Give me a comment. Let's start a discussion. This is one of my favorite things about YouTube, is the ability to make a video and then discuss it with your viewers or your fellow content creators, other people on the internet that love retro gaming. Let's talk about the term hidden gems. What don't you like about it? Does it really bother you that people use the term hidden gems? Does it bother you that people attack the word hidden gems? I want to know. I want to thank Matt from Cricket for providing the voiceover for Brian's comment. Go check out his channel if you like content like mine. His reviews are a bit shorter, but that doesn't mean they lack quality. They're very good videos. He focuses on the 5th and 6th generation a little bit more than I do. So if you are finding a lack of content creators that provide you reviews for PlayStation and PlayStation 2 titles, give him a look. You won't be disappointed. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate everything. Later.